musicians to negotiate compensation for film, TV, and streaming. And yesterday was a big deal. News Channel 5 reports musicians gathered yesterday at the Musicians Hall of Fame to continue their fight for right compensation. What's the deal with streaming? Can we not get paid a fair rate? They don't make any money. Also, the musicians don't. So they're like, hey, if you're gonna play our stuff on TV, you don't just own it forever. Like, you gotta pay royalties like you do for other people. So that was happening yesterday. So good luck to all of them. Everybody should get paid.
Today we're here for a very important cause. The AFM is working on a campaign called Band Together. And the campaign's purpose is to bring attention, public attention, to the fact that when large media companies exhibit the work that musicians do, whether it's a late night TV show or a movie or a television film, when those are exhibited on streaming services that are ad supported, the companies are making billions of dollars. Musicians are making nothing. Not a small percentage, nothing. Band Together is a nationwide grassroots campaign of musicians coming together to demand fair treatment and reasonable pay from the huge companies who profit from their work on a daily basis. You can help our campaign by sharing your support on social media using the hashtag #BandTogether. Please make welcome Danny Ray.
Writers, directors, actors, and singers all get residuals from this market, but musicians have repeatedly been left out of any residual income from streaming. Now, this might not seem like a huge deal to some, but the truth is, with each passing day, streaming models are becoming the norm for an increasing percentage of our population. Effectively, the larger the streaming market grows, the larger the cuts are to working-class musicians' wages. And on top of that, more and more productions are being made directly for streaming markets, which basically eliminates the possibility of back-end payments from secondary markets. The concept of secondary markets can be explained simply like this. When a film goes from theaters to DVD, or a TV show is released on DVD, musicians are entitled to residual checks if we've worked on that production. But when a film or show goes directly to a streaming service, musicians get nothing. In short, the big companies don't even have to take anything away from us in the next round of negotiations. If we walk away with the exact same deal we have now, that can be viewed as the big media companies cutting our pay 75%. And this is why we band together. This is why we're all here today. A fair deal based on the current landscape of our culture is what we're seeking when we go back to negotiations next week. The streaming market is making these big media companies billions of dollars, while they continue to deny that musicians are creatives, deserving the same respect that it gives to our brothers and sisters in other creative fields. We need a better deal. Thank you.
Very pleased to introduce Jenee with a song that she wrote especially for this occasion. I'll let her tell you about the song. Jenee Fleenor.
Talking about maybe doing a song, and I'm like, well, I was in my car, I actually had to drive to your place to rehearse, and I just started humming, I ain't making nothing, I ain't making nothing. So I'm like, it just started pouring out. So I put it on my phone, and so when we sing I ain't making nothing, you can sing it back to us. It'll help you with it. So, anyway. When you hear me playing on the internet that's streaming, well, if you think we're making money, well, you'd be dreaming. 'Cause I ain't making nothing, ain't making nothing, I ain't making nothing. I put in my 10,000 hours on my fiddle and guitar. Traveled at least 1,000,000 miles with those big time singing stars. But when you hear me jamming out on your Netflix account, if you were streaming this online, and that stream got like 1 million clicks, you'd probably think, wow, he's probably making a little something. You'd be wrong. So if Danny's solo was equivalent to the money he was making on stream, his solo would sound a little something like this.
Yeah.
Awesome, right?
But we all want to hear Danny take a solo, don't we? Yeah. Take it, Danny.
Jenee, thank you. Now I want to bring up someone else to speak to you here, because this is really a working class musician issue, and it means a lot that all of y'all are here today. We appreciate the support. And this next fellow has played on records with Sam Hunt, Carrie Underwood, Keith Urban, and came here from Virginia along with some other folks that eventually became Old Dominion, I believe. And he's going to talk to you a little bit about his perspective on this. Please make welcome Devin Malone.
Here in Nashville, we're no strangers to change. This city's changing all around us daily. As the world grows and changes, life isn't getting any cheaper for the next generation of musicians moving to town with their eyes fixed on their dream job, to play music for a living. Allowing ourselves to be boxed out of the income we deserve as creative professionals, just like our counterparts in the writing and acting worlds, it's a crushing blow to the future of this profession that I love so much and have spent my life working in. I refuse to stand idly by while others claim all of the pie and leave musicians with a portion only big enough to have this line of work be relegated to something you can do in your 20s before you have to get a real job to move forward with your life. Personally, at 38 years old, I have a 2-month-old daughter at home, and I worry about how I will provide for her if we aren't included in the revenue that our work generates. I love this profession and this community too much to see this line of work die out within my lifetime. To my fellow musicians here, I want you to understand that this is all connected, that we are all connected. What we do here, we do for all of us. That's what unity and what union is all about. And these changes will come to all corners of our industry, whether we can conceive of them now or not. That's why it is so important that we are all here today, and I thank you for your time and for being here. We fight for each other in unity. Thank you.
Well said there, Devin. Absolutely. All right, well, we're going to have Jenee sing another great song, and this is the title of our campaign, as we mentioned earlier, is Band Together. So now there's a song.
I was sitting at home, right there on the couch, when I picked up the phone and said, "Girl, come on down, we got the band together. We got the band together. We got the band together. Nobody be wrong at all." So I
having fun yet? All right. Well, next person I want to bring up is somebody that I've known for quite some time now. We've had a lot of great interactions, and it's really nice to know that there's people in Washington who are actually paying attention to what goes on with musicians. And maybe it's because he's a banjo player, but I think there's more to it than that. And I just want to say that, you know, we really appreciate the support that this fella has given to things like the Music Modernization Act, more recently the Butch Lewis Act, which has passed the House and is now going to the Senate. And one of the action items for us right now is to get our Tennessee senators to understand that this is not some kind of bailout, that it is in fact fixing a problem that affects millions of people. And so we're going to be doing everything we can to get their attention and get them to give us a fair hearing. And we can't ask for much more than that. But this gentleman has been representing Nashville and Washington, D.C. for a long time. I'm very proud to call him my friend. Please make welcome Congressman Jim Cooper.
Thank you, Dave. I'm honored to be your friend. I'm awed by the talent here on stage and in the audience. I really am a hired hand. I'm on a 2-year renewable contract, but I have the honor, the great honor of representing Music City, USA. We've got to keep the music in Music City. We've got to keep the music in America. And the way to do that is to get paid finally for streaming. This is outrageous what y'all are subjected to. Music is so awesome. We got to keep it strong. We got to keep you strong. That's why I was proud to vote for the Butch Lewis Act. Your pensions are important. And that's why with these new media come up, they got to be paying y'all. You think Mark Zuckerberg would miss $1 billion? Some of these other folks. It's just crazy. So why aren't they fair? Why don't they apply the golden rule and treat others as they would like to be treated? Everybody needs to be paid. Thank you.
Jim Cooper. Once again, I want to thank Danny Rader, Jenee Fleenor. Back here on the drums, the unsung hero here. Jim Riley, you see him play with Rascal Flatts and a bunch of other folks, and he just told me earlier that his first union local was in Dallas, Texas, when Ray Hare, who's now the president of the AFM, was president of that local. I got involved in the musicians union about 25 years ago to fix a small problem, and the more I started looking, the more I realized there were lots and lots of small problems. In fact, there's kind of a big problem with all the small problems. So I got more and more involved, and 11 years ago now, I got elected president of this local here in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you. It's hard to imagine. When I moved here at the age of 21, I just wanted to be in a band that people liked. I didn't know there were any other jobs in the music business besides that. But again, I want to thank you guys for coming out. I know it's hard to get out this time of day in Nashville, but a great turnout. Give yourselves a round of applause. I want to thank some great, this is a wonderful group of musicians here. We're going to close it out with one more song. This is a song that I wrote about 1.5 years ago. I was asked by Ray Hare to go talk to about 18,000 workers, miners, teamsters, tobacconists, confectioners, to talk about unions and in support of the Butch Lewis Act. And so I'm thinking, what Pete Seeger song can I sing and not sound like an idiot on the bass? And so finally I wrote a song on the way on the plane, and had a nice long layover in St. Louis, and finished it, sang it the next day for 18,000 people, and they were singing along by the end, so I must have done something right. So we're going to finish this with this again. Thank you all so much. Please go out and support #BandTogether. We need this. We need to show the companies that we mean business, and they, you know, we're nice in Nashville, but we're not stupid. So, you know, it's time for us to get our share. So we'll leave you with this song. Feel free to sing along. As Jenee says, it's called What Unions Did For You. All right, let's get that intro. There once was a time, many years ago, when the boss had the power to just say no. No breaks, no vacation, no 40-hour week. Say take it or leave it, and throw you out on the street. Kids working in just a helping hand. We'll pay it back, pay it forward too, and keep workers working. That's what unions do. Unions are the reason there's a minimum wage, weekends, vacations, lunch breaks, and sick days. Organized labor made all this come true. Don't ever forget what unions did for you. We must never forget what unions did for you. For me and for you. All right, thank y'all for coming out. Band together, we're going to get it. We appreciate everybody being here. Thanks to y'all. We'll be heading out to negotiations next week, and we're going to kick some butt.